We got our audio. Let's bring up the video. Do we got audio? Video? Yes. Welcome back. Did I say open? Yeah. We got a little bit of open hours left. So we're going to check out another device. This is a Samsung SM-T387V. It's a Verizon tablet. Let's pop our SIM card out or see if there's at least one in there to pop out. And make sure that all is turned off. Alright, so there's our SIM. We'll throw the SIM and our tray to the side quick. And take a look at the tablet. We gotta find... Okay. So, very basic work order. Not charging. Okay, so it's not the cable. We can plug a cable in and it feels snug and slot, but something feels wrong when you immediately plug it in. So let's take a look here. And I think it becomes very apparent what our problem is. Definitely not what a charge port should look like on a micro USB device. That stuff got a little mangled in there. Alright, so let's take a minute to see, can we find another? Oh, yes, here we go. Right here, right in front of me, the USB. So let's do a comparison real quick. So these two USB charge ports are facing the same direction. The cord would plug in the same way. And you can see that one is a little bit more uniform. It's doing what it needs to do. So let's tear this down quick and see what we can accomplish in a few minutes with this. End of the day. I'm going to start with a plastic tool, see if we can get into the edge of this thing and then open it up. And again, what is this? Samsung. Yes, so it's a Samsung tablet SM-T387V. The Verizon variant. I take it. So we got access to it on the corner with metal pry tool. We're going to try and work a plastic tool in. I don't know for sure. I don't know if I've torn this variation down or not in any past videos, but I'm hoping that it's not one you have to like completely undo your screen. You should be able to pop the back on these if I'm not mistaken. Alright, so far no good. Alright, we're going with something a little more than a plastic tool. We're going to gain access to the corner here where we have got other tools in, and just give a little pry to see if we can get this thing opened up. Now it's going to be stubborn the whole way around. Alright, now we have something that actually has grip and isn't going to just plastic slide on plastic and fall out. Hopefully, we can start popping this back cover off. Or we just fight it and give up. Try again. Okay, let's examine for a moment. Stubborn tablet or one that we have to take the screen out. Undecided which. I'm pretty sure the back pops off of this. Yes, we could always look it up or just have fun experimenting, right? Learning. Nope, it's starting to come off. So as we work our way around, it seems like it's going to start complying, hopefully. Yeah. All right. So if at first you don't succeed, I guess try and try again is the lesson there. We've got the top free and the entire right edge. We're going to try and work our flat pick around. Not that metal tools are bad, but metal tools can just damage plastic really bad when you start prying and sliding those tools around. The other thing is, don't think plastic can't cut plastic either. If you're using a harder plastic to trying to open whatever plastic is that you're working on, chances are it's going to damage it as well. All right, we're finally starting to get somewhere after all of that. Let's continue around the edge. Just try and free this part up. Careful prying around your SIM slot. If you've ever done this on anything that has that thin piece of plastic around where there was a power buttons, volume button, SIM slot, SD slot, they do tend to break free easy. Alright, there we have it. Now we need to disconnect our battery first, which looks like it's going to be this ribbon cable connector. So let's take a look at that. And do they have that taped down? So yeah, that pries up, but they have tape running from the actual ribbon cable up over the connector. How dumb do we want to try this? All right, with our battery freed, we're going to bend that back out of the way. And we should be able to remove safely without shorting anything because we disconnected our battery. We're going to pull out this small daughter board on the bottom. Speaker, perhaps? Yes. Alright, with your screws removed, if you happen to have this tablet, you could now start working on your antenna. I don't see the black one. Generally they have two. There's that like a dual function. No clue. Not important to this job, but alright, yeah, that thing got mangled in there. So we got some pins here on the back we take out, don't fall. And I do believe this is stuck on, not soldered on. Let's try and remove that from the board quick and see. I believe this little plate is only stuck on. Alright, let's we're gonna put some heat on it quick and see what we can make out of it. just to basically heat up. I don't want to heat up this socket here, but we want to heat up this plate. We have a finer tip on our gun. We're going to put a little heat to it. See if that lets us pull it off of the board now. Alright, so a piece of adhesive is holding it in place. And we now have access to the other ports, or the other pads where the anchors are, like the ground and the anchors for this USB port are. We're going to check out our new part to make sure it fits, and hopefully we can swap this out super quick. Back in the box with you. Back in the box. If there's somebody's OCD out there bothering them, eventually at some point watching this, let me fix that. I should do the trick. Fine. Alright, it appears as though it's going to fit. Same type of port. So there's indeed I do. Alright, so we're going to take a moment here. We need a few things. We're going to swap this out with hot air and then possibly hit it with a micro pencil real quick to solder everything back into place, like the pins. Pull it off with hot air, put it back on, and then use flux and the micro pencil. First, we're going to get some protection for the stuff that is here, though. We don't want to cover where we're going to be soldering, but we do want to at least cover beside it and hopefully get a little bit of protection on that socket there. That won't do. That's covering up our Alright, something to feel better about. Not covering up the one pad. And we need some metal. And some weight. I'm going to try and weight the board down and then pick up. Not it. Alright, here we go. We have something to get us up in the air, to give us a place to work from. Going to pull out one thing that has some weight to it. We're going to use this to hold down the back edge of our board. Slide that. No, actually, I think we want that closer to. No, we can get into it there. I'm crazy. What am I thinking? All we need is what? Tweezers. We'll pull in some hot air, and we should pull that out. Let's get our flux out. Boy, that's going to make a mess on the bottom of our helping hands, but entirely too much flux. We turn our airflow down, temp up a little. I don't know if 290 Celsius will work, but we're going to try it. Go a little hotter or quicker. And my friends, these tweezers. Undoubtedly, we're going to, let's not fry that paper label. At least where we can see it anyways, huh? Says not cracking loose yet. What do we do? Warmer, cooler, warmer, cooler. I don't want to trust that our helping hands are going to hold it. I think we might try that just to get a better angle on it. I really don't think it's going to hold it, is the thing. I think we're going to have to go warmer as well. Let's see, what kind of pull can we get on that? We can get a little. We can also heat it from the other side. Take it up, see if we can get the port removed, and be done with it for the day. Let it cool. All right, and there we have it. If it shows it, Sony, focus. Focus, Sony. Concentrate. We believe in you. So there's our old USB port. And then our little Sony that can't. Let's actually take a quick moment, clean that up, and we're going to throw this new port on that's in a little better condition. All right, let's get this crap out of the way. We didn't kill our board either. That's always a bonus. All of our pads are still intact, even though I taped a bit over this one, which kind of can make you a little nervous. Just put that there, get a good working angle. All right, we're going to get our soldering iron warmed up. Don't fall and burn anything, please. In there. Okay, so there's probably absolutely no chance. Let's pretend for a moment that this micro pencil is going to let us wick some of the solder out of these anchor holes. Get some flux in the area. And attempt. Yeah, it's not happening. We'll probably have to do it back up with hot air and set our jack on there. Sleep? Sleep very good. Just using some IPA to clean off the flux quick. At least on this side of the board. And then we'll set our new USB port there. Just one final check on the fit. Okay, yeah, we're gonna have to get some heat on that, and then once the solder's soft, we'll set that on. Now, what you don't want to do is get too much heat on this port, as it's gonna completely melt out the inside. One thing that people like to do, and you can do, is heat boards from the bottom side to get your jack on. However, with our little connector there, I don't know how wise that is. If we angle it away, perhaps. And can we do this without burning our camera or anything else? We can get some hot air on the bottom side of the board, direct our airflow. So that it's not really hitting that other connector on the reverse side. Let's see if we can heat the board up that way. Yeah, we're gonna catch a camera on fire, undoubtedly. Today's the day. We're sitting back in our socket, however, we're directed more directly at our camera, and we don't have enough height. All right, so we're going to take one more approach at this. Hopefully no heat's coming up into the camera. That would not be that awesome. Lock our focus on that. Yes, that works. Okay, I like it. All right, so we're going to put a little heat on this side just to get some heat to the circuit board. You want to get it warmed up. We do have to solder this socket down. Yeah, yeah, we're mounting the camera, definitely. Almost guaranteed. Hold on a minute here. Am I being dumb about this? Let's find out. Now we're going to attempt to let the pressure of de-squeezing do our work for us. What I mean by that is we're going to put our jack in place and then heat the opposite side of the board just to get the anchor screws in, because we didn't take the time to clean out those 4 individual little holes. And there's that. I don't think this is going to work to do the work for us. I was hopeful. All right, so we got one side in. We're going to do the other side the same way. It's going to be hot. Don't touch. Don't be dumb. And then we can solder our back pins. A little hot to hold. We have it on. We have to solder our back pins still. And the repair on this board can be over. All right, our heat barrier worked. We're going to take and clip this in, put a little bit of flux down. We did start to melt the plastic just a hair, but it's on the back side here. These little connectors won't take much heat, so pull down, gun, we're done with you. We need our micro pencil, a little bit of flux, and this repair should be done. All right, tiny bit of flux. And you can see that, okay, we're going to try and melting the flux out of way one so we can see them. Just touching our pins to solder them in. To pre-existing solder, and then we're going to put a little bit across on our iron. And we're going to hit that a couple more times, dragging away from it. Going to hit each side very quickly. So hard working around a camera, not smashing your head into it. All right, sleep. And that is that repair, I'm going to say. Now let's put back in the device at light speed. Iron is sleeping, our gun is off. We can turn everything off. And this will go back in that way. What's that there? We're going to clean the flux off real quick, just because flux left on a device can tend to corrode it over time. So we're going to take a Q-tip quick, soak it, or a cotton swab, try not to hook it on that jack back there, and just wipe up this bit of flux. Try and then put our piece on the front, and we should be ready to install. Do we have anything else? Any other? Yep, flux on this side, so let's wipe that up quick. Right, and in. See if we can get a charge light. Do we go ahead and put it all the way back together though, or partially? I suppose that's the bigger question, right? Let's go ahead and grab a screwdriver and put the 2 screws in that are on either side of the jack and connect up our wires and see if we get a charge. Where are you? There. Is that why it didn't go down? Okay, let's lift that back up so we don't flex the board. I heard a ding. What was my ding? Circuit board, go in where you're supposed to. Alright. I suppose if you put it in the right way, it would, right? So we're going to skip the antenna. We're going to go for these 2 screws, our big ribbon cable connector, and plug in our battery quick and see if we get a charge. And I can finish this assembly off the air. We already saw how to take it apart. Follow that in reverse. Alright, we are pinned up. Perhaps speaker, we'll do the antenna and the rest of the repair. Alright, ribbon cable, or yeah, our battery connector. Let's find out what's the verdict going to be. We'll put it back the way it came out. Do we have something that resembles charging? We have a cable here. With any hope, we'll have some type of success, and we do. Alright, repair done. Anyhow, I'm getting out of here. Thank you for hanging out, watching. I'm going to end it now. Leave a like, comment, subscribe. We'll see you back here possibly later, if not tomorrow. Have a good evening, good afternoon, good morning, wherever you are. If this is your thing, give somebody a hand and help them do it. See you next time.